Hello. I know, I am slightly late, but the track was good, and we could deal with being a little bit late when we can listen to Monkey Island, I think. But hi everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all doing good today. It is good to see you all. Let me scroll up in chat and catch up. Also, you have half free puppy cam right now. Oh, you can barely even see it, because right here behind my bongo cat is a Qui-Gon. Right here. Oh, I touched his head and I was like, why? I did not appreciate that. But let's see. So today Flo got first for the 7th time. That is pretty cool. Thank you. Those even before Eek had time to put anything in chat. It's pretty fast. Also, hi Eek. Speaking of, also hi Vladios. Welcome on in. Hope you're all doing good today. Then we got a bunch of daily logs redeemed. It's already almost 7 p.m. Time flies really fast. I agree, Cindy. I agree. It is almost 7 p.m. But hi, I hope you're doing good too. And hi, Game Freak. Welcome on in. Not late freak today. Pretty good for a Monday. Let's see, some hugs, some more daily logs. Lewis, hi. The wheels of training are off. They are, and I'm scared. I am very, very scared, but we'll get into that in a bit. Plus, hi. Glad you're enjoying the music. They are banging tunes. The Italian has returned. Hi, Anna. Hi, the Italian Heister. Hope you're doing good. Oh, it auto-scrolled to my bottom. Where was I? I was here. Excited for tomorrow's update. Also, was nice playing with you, Jimmy. Hell yeah. I'm glad you had a good session last night. Sounds like a fun time. Hi, Ribbons. Why would you YOLO? What mod have you installed this time? It was a hi, Curry. Good day. A G-Day is Monday, silly. You know what? You're true. Yeah, no, you're right, Game Freak. I don't know. Maybe everyone's asleep. I didn't notice that I was late, because usually there's a lot more lates in chat. And I was a whole minute late. My brain is jelly. Please keep you sane for a few hours. I make no promises. And yeah, Flo, you were first. Somehow. Oh no, Eek, you missed a goat. Can't believe it. The event does specifically say the puppies appear in the puppy cam. It does. For the event, yes, it does. But also, puppy. You're 80 hours deep into a 90 to 100 hour grind. You know what? That explains the brain being mush. There you go. You got a bowl of ice cream and olive oil to go with it. Yes, that is T-Bo on the cam, because Qui-Gon's sitting on my lap. It's a bit biased, I guess, towards the people that have T-Bo on the bingo boards today. But yeah, hi everyone. I'm not quite as mushy brain probably as Karik, but I'm definitely feeling that today's Monday. I had a massage in the spa breeze today. It was first time seeing the napropath, and like he did a number on my back, and I think that has now given me a headache. So I'm probably gonna regret not taking a painkiller and just trying to tough it out, but I'm hoping that it's not gonna be too bad. But I might, if it gets worse, I might have to take a painkiller, but we'll be fine. You're someone who cracked my back. Feels so good though. Or I mean, it doesn't necessarily feel good in the moment, but afterwards, like when the tension, like, you know, is gone, oh, feels fantastic. Yeah, I figured now that I'm working in the office again, I might as well just take full advantage of the perks that we have. Yeah, exactly, Flo. That's where I am right now, where we get them on site several times per month, and we can get one session per month. So, back to taking full advantage of that. But my god, I am feeling a bit rough right now. But it's fine, because we are going to be trying to do game dev, because again, I warn you, brain is slightly mush. So, I don't even know where to begin, to be fair. God. That's a good quote. You finally ordered a bed after 9... You've been sleeping 9 years on a couch? How did I not know this? But congrats on upgrading to a bed. Hi, Legsy. Are you doing German lessons? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Wie geht's? But yeah. Fucking 9 years sleeping on a couch. I'm just Baffled. You never even wanted the couch. That does not make it any better. Jesus. But yeah, couch doesn't really give you like the proper support and shit. Like they can be good, like on my couch when we pull it out for like the bed. It took like 70% of your room. Oh no. But yeah, my couch can also be pulled out to like a bed, but then we put like a mattress topper on it and that helps a lot. But it's still not as good as like a bed. So, oh no, what is your other issue? Where do you fit the bed? Yeah, that's a good question. Throw out the couch. And hi, Shammy, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. Your imaginary husband also makes you sleep on the couch every day. God damn it, Ribbons. Oh, man. Low-key pissed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shammy. Who do we fight? Who do we fight? You literally shut off your PC and turn around bed. Yeah, if the bed wasn't not a great chair, you could almost like sit on it when you're at your desk, but oh, I see. Yeah, don't want to deal with that guy. No. Eek is right. Oh, Qui-Gon is like half falling asleep, but he doesn't want to fall asleep, but he's half falling asleep. So he just had his head resting on my arm. And then he like fell in enough for his legs to give out under him, and I was like, you're okay, puppy. You're okay. We'll probably order a new couch and have them pick up the old one, but that requires me actually making space for the stuff stored inside the. Oh, it's one of those where you have like, okay, yeah. That's what I want to do as well. I want to try to make like a proper designated area in my storage to keep like pillows and stuff. Oh yeah, giant L-shaped one. Those are fun. Ooh, Bino asked us the last talk, so to give a small life update. Your 20th birthday was right on Easter, so you're 20 now, and you got a PS3 Slim as a gift for your birthday with the money you received. Well, first of all, and chat, help me on this one. Can we get a round of belated happy birthdays for Anna, please? That would be great. But also, yeah, happy birthday, and I hope you're happy with the PS3 Slim. Is it a PS3 Slim or is it like a PS5 Slim? It could be they're going for retro, which is totally fine. Does the PS5 even have a Slim yet? Probably don't actually, now that I think about it. Like the L that I took for keeping it for 9 years. Ouch. Ouch. It does? Okay. Okay. I'm not losing my mind then. You were in the lobby screen with everyone ready up. 20 minutes passed by and you made lunch and we still aren't in the game? That does not sound right, Shammy. How? Was a hi, Silent. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. He's so sleepy. Oh, he's not. Is he letting himself fall asleep? Maybe. But yeah, as soon as this song is over, I think we're gonna try to switch over to this game dev scene so we can get started. And honestly, I think today is mostly gonna be planning. Hi, Vitek! We're not there yet, Silent. We're not there yet. I fear that today is gonna be more, not spreadsheets, because I don't have spreadsheets, but like, I guess mental mapping rather than actual like Unreal coding. But let me switch on over. Song's over. Oh, so it's not one of those where like all of you ready up and then you can go. Okay, interesting. That's what blueprints are for. But the thing is, so what I want to do, and I'm gonna put radio on before I go crazy from just not hearing anything. So the thing is, I obviously want to use C++, so there's the part where I'm going to be rusty at that, but I feel I need a little bit of pre-planning, you know? Yes, I think you can right-click and join for Bongo, right? But yeah, I have a few, oh god, does this have dark mode? But don't worry, Eek, I got this one too, but please, do they have dark mode? I've not done... Please tell me you have dark mode. I do have TL draw here. Help. Oh, theme. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I think I did. I was blinded. I do not think I can be faulted for being blinded. But yeah, I have this one too, but I don't really know how to use this yet. Glasses, thoughts. Well, guess what? I do actually have glasses. Just saying. So 8 more days. Is that for the bed? Is that when the bed shows up? Yeah, I love the pleek. I mean, true. It's kind of gonna be, I imagine, similar to Miro. Which does it, surely you also have dark mode. In view? No, you would probably be in here. Preferences. This was not as easy. Kind of upsetting. You're addicted to new Tomodachi Life? Nice. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. But we definitely need to map stuff out. So I've been putting some things in here for like what I think is needs to be like the basic stuff. Nah, I think I want to try all of these out. That's another thing because I want to see what I vibe with the most. Because I don't want to put, especially if I'm only going to use this one, I would lose track of things. So I kind of want to try. I also have a Discord. That's I guess my other thing that I've tracked a few things in, but that's not going to be like my main place of working. That's just more like a, I guess, a hub with where I have resources and stuff. What's up, Qui-Gon? Do you want to go down now? Did it get too warm? You can see puppy tail. Oh, I have puppy tail. Yeah, exactly what Game Freak says too. Like when everyone's ready up, like that's when you go. If everyone's ready, then you're ready. Yep, puppy tail. Because he decided to stand up. Oh, he's sitting down again? Okay, yeah, he's sitting down again. Alright, cool. But yeah, so I'm kind of struggling a bit with where to start. Because I have like, obviously I have like a general idea of what I need, which is what I've written down here. But I think it's like, where do I start? Because the thing is, since I want to use C++, my logic is that I need to figure out like basically the hierarchy because, you know, inheritance and all of that. I also need to fucking remember how to C++. It's going to be the other challenge, but one challenge at a time. Where the fuck do we start? Yeah, that's kind of what this is right here, where I've been thinking about like what are my basic things, and then we have cat DLC on the side here because that was like it was suggested in a previous stream as like kind of like a April Fool's DLC. It might have been, no, it wouldn't have been around April Fool's. Maybe it was. God, I would love to get this into dark mode. Can I really not get it into dark mode? Ah, background color. Just put it. Okay, well that helps, but like, how do I get the frame then to be black? Or dark? It doesn't need to be black, but hide, lock, styles. I guess styles. Smoke, and thanks so much for lurking. I'm making my own dark mode. Which I don't exactly know how this works, but I don't know. This is kind of dark mode-y. Oh, I love that you could... Oh, does it pick like a random color in here? Interesting. Well, I mean, it looks fugly, but it works. That's not what I meant to do. Click this one. I mean, it kind of works. But yeah, so this is, I guess, where we kind of start, though. Because I need to... Hang on, didn't I write down... I think I have my gameplay loop in Discord. I should move that into here. That's not my Discord. This is my Discord. There. Because a gameplay loop is probably a good place to start, right? Uh, do I just move this down? I'll just rename this one features. It is a place to start. God, I feel. Yes, and I'm not a developer. You know what? That's fair. Frame. Custom. I don't need it over there. Come here. Oh God. There. I just noticed that I typoed. That's a good start. Not that it's the most important thing, but you know. It's because you're there. What? I typo when Ribbons is around? Alright, fair enough. I didn't know that's a brain rot central side effect. Fair. So, I think what I care about the most is a very good question because, like, in my vision, and I'm looking up at my light, which is a problem. I'm gonna not look at my light. But in my vision, like, I see, like, you know, my character standing behind the counter, with like a cash register and stuff in front, and customers coming in and taking their orders. Talk to me, Yakushima. So there's that. But I also want to have emphasis on the dogs because I feel like that's what kind of sets this game apart from similar games. Because like if you look for cafe sims out there, I'm sure they exist billions. Probably not actually billions, but you know, I don't think it's going to be hard to find a cafe sim or similar types of sims. But there's going to be dogs there. And that's also the one that I'm kind of struggling to visualize the most, maybe because it's not really super commonly featured. But I want to have, hang on, let me open again Discord to see what I wrote down. So what I've written down is like a gameplay loop, is that basically I've broken it down into like 3 phases. And I'm not sure, like phase 1 and 2 might actually the whole thing, like I don't know exactly how much I want to lean into like kind of the phases, but it helped me kind of think about it more because like the one thing that I do not want this to be is like it's going to be a chill game, so there's not going to be like a time limit like some sims you will have to serve your customer before they get upset. I don't want that. But I imagine that like you start up the game, and we're gonna have a day cycle. So every day there's gonna be like, you know, there's gonna be a new day basically. So you start with prep, making sure that you have enough products in stock. If you need to like bake something or order something, whatever. How I'm still undecided on if I want to like have the actual like bakery there and do that as well, or if it's too much and I just want to like order products to my store or to my cafe. Um, but yeah, so we need to make sure that everything is stocked, and make sure that the dogs are ready for the day. So that means, you know, come in, feed the dogs, potentially, I don't walk them, make sure, let them out in the yard, something like that, you know, get them prepped for the day, basically. Potentially groom them. Um, that's basically gonna be it. And then once you're ready with that, like, you know, your shop is ready to go, you will open and then customers will come in and, you know, you take their orders. I'm not exactly sure how deep I want to go into like the actual order system. Like I don't think I want to go full supermarket sim where you have to like type in the numbers and like give them the correct I don't think we need that level of detail. Just, you know, tap a button for what they want, put in like the right items and press like confirm and they will pay and go off kind of deal. But yeah, serve stuff for them. And they might also be like, hey, I'm here to see dog that meets XYZ demands. So like I'm looking for a dog that is active, is lazy, is whatever. Like, do you have a dog that fits that criteria? And then you can compare lists. Okay, these are my dogs that I currently have in the cafe. These are their traits. Yes, I think you would love X dog. Go meet him. Or go meet her. I'm not talking about you right now, Qui-Gon. I know it is terrible. I'm talking about dogs, and it's not about you. Um, but yeah, so that's basically gonna be what is happening when are open. And then of course, you know, the shift ends, clean up, and just this is also potentially when you buy upgrades. Like I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this part yet, but like you can buy upgrades with extra things you can like sell the next day or whatever. And I also want to have, and I don't know how to do this yet, but I want to have, because the possible end goal here is that, you know, a person comes in and they can choose to adopt the dogs, because all of the dogs in the cafe will be needing a forever home. So they could be just there to like, you know, pet a dog, but they could also be there to adopt them. And if they adopt them, this doesn't have to happen immediately, but I want them to be able to like send letters to the cafe owner to like update them on like their happy life basically after the adoption. But that might be something for the morning phase. Like that you come in and you check your mail and you'd be like, oh, I got an update from like these two, and oh, they're doing so great. Oh, that's so cute. So, but yeah, that's basically the kind of gameplay loop that I've envisioned. There's a lot of specific. Okay. Okay, let me see. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are you warm, Qui-Gon? Do you want to go on the floor? All right. There you go. Maybe you can give the bingo gamers. I can't tell if that's good or bad. Oh my god, yes, Matex sent me something too. Ooh, look at that. That looks really good, actually. I will definitely use this as inspiration. Cool idea, endearing? Okay. I know we're miles away from an actual game. And I know things are probably gonna change as we go. Oh no, Shammy! What's up? But yeah, I'm trying to like have some specific, but not go too into the detail, because I know this early I should not get bogged down into the detail. But I should have some idea where we're going. What type of game is this? What do you do? I would try to shorten it down to like cozy. Is it sim game, management game? I probably management game, right? I'm trying to like, think of what is an example. I want to look at the Steam store page to see how they describe it. But I guess cozy sim game where you run a cafe, and there's dogs. Hardest part is getting started. Yep, I can imagine. I can 100% imagine. But yeah, that's the short one. Very, very short one, which obviously misses a lot of detail, but yeah, no, I want to appeal to the cozy game audience. And very casual. This is a Kirby song. Okay. Actually, hang on. Gas station sim might have like... That's kind of ish. Oh, they don't mention like... simulation management. Both of those are in there. I guess both are acceptable terms. Modern simulators. Simulators to me usually implies like heavy on the realism, which I don't necessarily need. Still Tebow. Qui-Gon went out to get some drink of water. Oh, right, that's what you mean. How do you control the game? What means you interface do you have? Cozy management, cafe with some dogs doesn't tell me what about the art. Okay, that's probably where I need to start thinking about stuff. But what I have thought so far is I have been thinking that I probably wanted to be first person, which I know doesn't really tell you much by itself. But I want it to be first person. I have debated if I want to have like a character creation, but I don't know if that's really needed. I feel like it's not really needed when you're gonna be first person anyway, because I can't picture any scenario where you really see yourself. So I don't think you really need to know much. Like, I guess you can pick like manly or like feminine, just to like, and potentially skin color, so people can at least have that. But beyond that, I don't think I need much like customization stuff. But yeah, first person. A portrait, yeah, that could work. That could be enough. Just have like few pre-setups and people can just pick the one that is close enough. And they're like, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna just gonna do this. We're gonna start taking notes here. Yeah, I was just like, we're gonna start taking notes here. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so when I start writing it, okay, cool. What is up, Qui-Gon? Okay, so find games that are similar. I guess step 1, find games that are similar. So I guess that's what we're doing today. Oh my god, Qui-Gon. Oh, it is just this one for moving it. Cool. X or Y thing that is similar to what I want. Okay. Ooh, you know what, Matag? That is a really good idea too. No, we're not gonna add that here. I'm not gonna add this into this one. So I'll grab a sticky note. There, because then we'll have predefined find choices with genders, skin colors. Oh, I was supposed to try and make that an arrow. That didn't quite work. There. No? Well, never mind. Never mind. Works. Close enough. Could also use this for dogs. That is true. That is true. But yeah, you can see I've written down like very basic stuff, like the customer, like the NPCs needs to have an AI with primary goals. The dogs need to have personalities or traits. I don't remember what I wrote. This is why I added some extra ones, because I'm like, NPC RNG. Oh, right. I think it was for randomizing their like looks between like skin colors, clothes, and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna immediately just write appearance. I can remember that. Is he super Karen portrait coming? Maybe. I mean, I could show you guys because I have basically already decided a look of my game. So I've not actually bought this pack, but I might end up buying it. So this is basically like what we might end up with here in terms of like characters looking and stuff. So you could imagine people coming into the store, they're basically gonna be this style. I don't know if they have a Karen hair style, but if not, they might be willing to make one for me. But you can see like the different body types. So you can have plus size as well. You have senior, pumped. Need a hot jock. This right here, pumped male. This one's for ribbons. No, there's different facial expressions. Let's gonna see if there was hairstyles, some props. But this is also important. Pets. Dogs. Yeah, there we go. Hairstyles. None of these look particularly Karen. Yeah, of course Ribbons would say that. But yeah, lots of stuff. Like, this is basically gonna be kind of the style of the game. Because if I look at the other stuff, they have a lot of, like... It's a lot of packs that are like, this is not what I need, but they have a lot of good ones. There's food as well, so we can get stuff for the bakery. They have furniture. They made me a cash register already for free. So I have that because I couldn't find one in any of the packs. But yeah, so that's basically where we are. But I guess step one, chat, with what I've told you guys about the game so far, can you think of any games that are similar? Oh, that one just disappeared now, I guess. Okay, fuck it. So, gameplay loop, kind of like Gas Station Simulator. That's like the first one that comes to mind for me that is like similar. So we'll write that one down. What other like Sims are out there? Nintendogs, yes, yes. Oh my god. Thank you. That is a great one. I can't believe I did not immediately think of Nintendogs. That is great for like the pet care aspect of it. Oh man. And it fits the style too. All right, what else do we got? Could you like category walking sims, racing sims? No, wait, could I not see more? I love that cats is a category. Where's dogs? We need dogs. Where's the underrepresentation of dogs? Yeah, that's completely different. Let's view all tags. Because there wasn't there a simulator tag? I thought I saw that on Gas Station Sim. Let's start from the top. Single player, oh, right there. I was like, it's probably high up. Because this one was popular too. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know that from what I saw in like interacting with like the cash register and stuff, it seemed like way too detailed from what I wanted. And I don't know if I want to go... I'm trying to think now in for like terms of restocking stuff. But yeah, the cash register stuff, I definitely don't want that. It's too advanced. And I have to do math. Don't want to do math. Nintendo's suing? Shit. It's high over. So I'm not gonna put that in, at least not yet. I feel like I'm starting to reach for examples if I add this one. Is this really? Oh no, okay. I was like, is this really in? It's like, oh no, browse all 50,000. Oops. Okay. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Now there's a great example. Yeah, no, there's a lot here. Animal Shelter 2. This might be something. Okay, this seems more like fucking vet. Well, I guess if you are an animal shelter, you're probably also collaborating with vets. This might not be it. Oh, they have a vet clinic DLC. That might also be why they're getting so... What the... Beer manufacturer simulator. Interesting bundle. Because I played games tagged with cats. Alright, what do you got? Little Kitty Big City, of course. Of course. This, like... this might be something like this, but with dogs. What is this? Cat-inspired coffee shop. Customers are cats. Brew coffee and various drinks. Wholesome and cozy. Hand-drawn art. Various mini games and a lot of cats and coffee. Trying to get a sense of what the game is. Ooh, so they have their own baking and stuff. Okay. Like, this is similar to the kind of style that I want. But I'm not sure if the gameplay is quite there. To be fair, this also looks like kind of like you click around. There's no like you're not first person walking around kind of deal. Wait, I apparently ship ink. I own that? I didn't even know what that is. This game does look cute though. But it's a different kind of simulator than what I had in mind. Oh, that sounds nice, Shammy. I love the sound of rain. As long as I don't have to be out in the rain, I fucking love the rain. Yeah, this one seems like very like minigame focused, which I don't like. Some minigames is probably suitable for my game too, but this seems like it's mostly that. Because yeah, brew coffee, tea, and specialty drinks for cat customers. Minigame set each drink, customized and decorate cafe. Yeah, because like I want this, but not overly so. Stories, drinks, and upgrades. That also makes sense. You wouldn't want to start day one with like full access to like an entire repertoire. You start with like some basic products and then you unlock as you go. Still too cold here for rain. Dude, it was snowing yesterday. Oh man, I'm so glad we're finally getting better temps because my god. My god. But it's still cold at night. At night it's still quite chilly. But in the day it can be like 20 degrees. It's really nice. Oh yeah, I kind of want to steal like these two are like, oh, I like these. Can't claim hand-drawn visuals. Cozy, but not the rest. Your CPU temp was hitting 80C. Do you need new cooling paste ribbons? Sounds like you need new cooling paste. It's -2 right now in midday. Jesus. Now I'm like, what is my current temperature? Okay, it's not super warm here either. 7 degrees. Does it show any? Sometimes it's like in the sun it would be this. It's capped at 12, but like it feels like 20 when you're in the sun. But apparently it's just 7 right now. Oh, it's gonna go up to 16 tomorrow. Don't worry, it's gonna drop again by the weekend, because of course in the weekend it's gonna be colder. Classic. Check the catch rate damage. Okay. You changed it last year. And it still hits 80? Damn. Keep bouncing between this and Discord. You know what? That's fair enough. I'm looking for inspiration. Literally one little thing can be enough. I used Doom the Dark Ages for a puzzle game you're planning on making later. That is true. That is true. Like this, definitely. And for this is like to an extent. So you know what? We'll write this down as an inspiration. It was called Cats and Cups. We can potentially sort some of these later. Maybe I'll replace these with sticky notes. So I can just sort them afterwards with like priority or like what I'm looking for them. Actually, that would be smart. Let's do that right now. Alright, gas station. Simulator. How do I do those? Hang on. I know you can like add like a little thingy where I can just drag out notes to. Stack. Haha. No. Can I change you there? There. Oh god, I was hoping they would be smaller. Okay, so if I just find like a better size, okay, cool. That's how it works. Yeah, you know what? That's a good size. Okay, cool. I like my stuff to be uniform, so we're doing this. All right, cool. Gas station simulator 1. In 10 dogs. Cats and cups. Hi, Professor Ethical. Are we doing good? Yeah, that might be it. Might be. But yeah, all right. We're getting there. So I'll just put this here just to be like. So, Professor Ethical, I'm currently trying to start mentally mapping out where I want this game to go. Because before I can really like make anything, I need to have a more clear idea of what I'm doing, or what I want to do rather, before I can start doing it. I feel like it would actually be a good thing if you can't find something that matches your idea too close, because that means you got an original idea on your hands. That is true. That is true. But yeah, so I've been browsing a little bit of Steam right now to see if I can find any sort of games that I'm like, yes, like that. I want to do this thing like that game does it, or kind of like that game does it. Oh, here we go. Cat Cafe Manager. Oh, yeah. This might be close. Okay, no, I don't want to have that sort of building. This sort of customizing could be something though. Collect all the stray cats? Oh my god. Because that part is nice. Like, hang on. Like going around to like clean up empty tables, I guess. Yeah, I didn't even consider that, but yeah, like the dogs might make a mess and you need to clean up after them. Like, this is good. I like this. In 10 to 20 words. Kind of. So we've been trying to narrow it down because my first explanation to chat that I was a bit too long. Basically, it is going to be a cozy dog cafe management game. Where you serve customers and adopt dogs, or adopt away dogs. What is it called when you like host dogs for other people to come adopt them? I don't know that. Yeah, dogs are known poopers and farters. Correct. Correct. Hosting. There you go. But yeah, that's like the short version of it. Level up your cats. Don't think we need a level up system. Restore the mysterious. Okay, no, this is not. Hi, EC Spartacus. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, this had some good ideas though. We had something in here. I was like, ooh. Maybe I need to start buying some of these games. Hi, Kitchen! Yeah, so apparently people make a lot more games about cats than dogs, so my inspo seems to fall on cats, it seems. You're a teacher, you made a game on Steam called Colonies of the Remnant. Nice, that's awesome. Hopefully you're having success with it. Okay, but now the question is, do I write this down for the fact that, like, I saw this and I'm like, ooh, yes, cleaning up after your dogs is a good idea. Yeah, because I hang on. Okay, this is maybe a bit too full screen. Because I like this, like, going to fetch stuff, bringing it to their table kind of deal. I like that part of it. And then you can see, like, the customers interacting with the pets too. That's good. Yes, I like this. This is good. I might take a look at it later. That's not what I'm doing right now on stream, but I'm happy to check it out later. Trying to get a sense of like how this game plays. Yeah, like this is good. I like this. Although I would take orders at a counter and not at their table. Yes, Gidget, exactly. All right, we're gonna copy this one. Oh, that is not how I copy this one. This one. Oh yeah, Potion Crafter is a game. You know what? I'm just gonna... Do I need to link it? Actually, maybe I don't need to link it. Cat Cafe Manager. There. Actually, wait. So NPC behavior. Okay, hang on. Let me... Potion Crafter. I even have the game. Look at that. Oh, is it this one? Potion Craft? Probably this one. I don't think I ever got around to playing it. So you're using Figma. I go way too excited. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not using Figma. I'm currently in Miro because this feels like it works best for what I'm currently trying to map out. He's playing this game and then you get sidetracked. Fair. Look at the stream. Does this have NPCs? Oh, like here. Hang on. I saw a glimpse of NPCs. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me have a look at this. Okay, so they come in. So imagine this is a counter. They explain what they need. Okay. Yeah, totally not Gerald. Nope. Totally not. To be fair, that's fun though, if you can actually add in some like Easter eggs of like NPCs that are similar to certain other characters. I was trying to get a look at like this one. There. Okay, this might be something. Yeah, I wanna take a closer look at this. Also, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Potion craft. Okay, we'll add potion craft. I'm gonna just add like note NPC behavior. And yeah, if you're gonna repeat your previous message, like I've said, I'm gonna check it out. You don't need to ask again. And if you're just here to self-promote, you don't need to. Hi, Cindy. We're mapping out my game ideas, or like, I guess making it more tangible. Wait, which game? Okay, but yeah, so NPC behavior for potion craft. I'm gonna add like little notes to these. Oh, I see. Yeah, we generally don't really check out games that uses Gen AI. Which is a shame because there's been some promising games that look really cool that we're interested in, and then we see the Gen AI and it's like, are there bears in this game yet? Not yet, Guzzle Bear, but we're definitely gonna have like a little bit of a bigger dog, and it's gonna be called Bear. So, thank you, Boolean. Also, hi. Right. I was gonna write down customer interaction. And cleaning up. Probably make this smaller. Oh god, not that small. I have been thinking that I might make a spooky game, but right now I'm not inspired to make a spooky game. And yeah, like Eek said, spooky game's hard. Your friend is a big dog called Bear. I love that. That's small. God damn it, Gustav Bear. It's fine. It's not for you to read. It's for me to remember why I'm writing these down. Hi, Brio. How's it going? Yeah, no, I think so, Game Freak. And I had no idea what we were getting into with that game. Absolutely no idea. That was a trip. And then they tried to invite me to play their second game. I'm like, no, I'm good. All right, so we're starting to get a few games up here now. Is there anything else that stands out to chat based on what we've been talking about? If we go back to, this is where we were. I love that the cat games are just like what stands out. I love that stream, not for the game. Very fair. Midori no Kaori. Ooh, okay, thank you. Midori no. I don't know these at all. I'm also gonna write down. I'm just gonna make like a note just so I can remember to look them up. Oh, not Guild Wars 2. I'll just put that over here for now. Okay, so ooh, what is this? Relaxing cozy game that allows you to create your Japanese shop and manage customers. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like this. No winners or losers, just unleash your creativity. This sounds very promising. I'm gonna full screen it so we can get a better sense of what's going on. Ooh. Yep. No, I like this. Yes, we're definitely adding this to the list. We're definitely adding this to the list. Midori no Kaori. Just throw that up here. Oh, was that the stream that the game was a Pear Wiggler? I did not even remember that. All right, so let's. I mean, we might keep this. Let's have a look at Guild Wars. The problem is, I'm gonna find what I'm looking for from this. Yeah, honestly, that's fucking amazing. That's where that came from. So Guild Wars had a cat cafe minigame? Maybe I need to like Google for this one. Choice. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find this here. All right, hang on. Guild Wars 2 Cat Cafe. Yeah, we might have to go on actual YouTube. Like, I've heard of... Oh, was this April Fool's? Oh, God. Oh, that's beautiful. Apparently Guild Wars 2 might be a good source of inspiration. So, Danny, did you ever play Guild Wars 2 when they did the 2025 April Fool's minigame? I'm trying to open this, but it's not opening. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, you know what? I think YouTube's gonna be better. Okay, we're just grabbing this one. Muting it because I don't want to listen to it. Alright. Thanks so much for the lure, Guzzlebear. I do appreciate it. Oh, so this is like challenge menu? Yeah, achievements. Welcome to the cafe control console. Sorry, I'm trying to like look at the flow here. So view available upgrades, open the cafe in testing mode, open the cafe for business, requires 1 cafe activation token. Okay. Animal Crossing, but with beavers, you can call it Beaver Town. Does sound pretty cool. It's not what we're making right now, but it does sound pretty cool. Uh, oh. I'm not sure I understand what's currently happening. I mean, I can see that they're buying decorations, but I don't know what this means. All right, here. Is this the cafe? God, what did I even say that for? I just noticed a quote. I'm guessing they're currently like explaining stuff, but since I haven't muted, like I just want to see the loop. Or I want to see gameplay. I want to see how the cafe works. Oh, so this is like, okay, so these are the food stations. I guess these are the tables they sit down on. Yeah, because this is something that I have in mind, like with the whole serving. You go pick it up and like, or like prepare it from behind the counter and then bring it out. Oh, okay, hang on. Is that on Steam? No, unless it needed to be with the... No. What's the dog doing? I don't know. Sleeping. Oh! I see, more Guild Wars stuff. So they place chairs and lights to lure cats out. You feed them and they come from the teleport. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Yeah, okay, yes, I see it now. Lights. Well, they almost look a little like bar chairs. I love this music playing while we're watching this. It feels oddly fitting. Oh, you can talk to them? I saw a talk button. Profits from food sales. And I guess this is where you go for like upgrades and stuff afterwards. Yeah, let me just hit. Sorry to see, but yeah, food, premium cans, advertising, tips welcome sign. Okay. Oh, so is that like the... Oh no, there's multiple station you fetch, either like food or drinks or whatever they have in there. Because this was something else. Yeah, because that's something I've been debating too. If I want to like... And I figured I might decide when I get a little bit further into it, if I want to have like an option for like hiring help, basically. Like hiring a server or hiring a groomer or like something like that. No, I like this. We're definitely keeping this on the list. We'll just add a cat cafe minigame. Again, so many references are leaning on cats. There seems to be a market here for dogs specifically. What is a good source for seeing more about Cat Store? Pictures? Oh, there's so many photos of cats. I don't think that's what I'm looking for right now. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, this is something completely different. Guild Wars 2. Maybe now I get better pictures. Oh my god! You know what? This is great. PC Gamer article. If it wants to open. There you go. Guild Wars 2 is full of giant cats right now. Sure, why not? From a very important person, cat. The king of all cats. So I guess this is not cat store. I love this though. You tried a cute game the other day called Lost and Found Co. It won't help with what you're looking for, but it's super cute and distracting. Well, maybe it still has some elements. Ooh, it's on sale. Overwhelmingly positive too. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it's one of these types of games. Okay, yeah. Add it to the wish list. I like that. Alright, but yeah, it's not quite what we're looking for. There's a lot of backs before I'm back into the category that I was in earlier. Although we're starting to get quite a few examples here, though. Because, like, we have... hang on, let me try and start sorting them a little bit. Because the gameplay loop is kind of... put that there. I'm also gonna put this one down here because I did like the NPC behavior in this too. Oh god, no, now it's so small because the other one was so small. Animal behavior. We'll have Nintendogs. That's what I'm wondering. That's why I was like, I need to start sorting them so I can get a sense of like, where are we? Let me pull up cats and cups again. Why the fuck is he giving me football? Because I... Alright, let's try and narrow this down. Because I don't want to have too much of like the mini games and stuff. That's not it. Hang on, there was something, they had a list down here. This. Like, kind of this, but like definitely this. Just keep it there. We'll add a little one of these for upgrade system. Which was sending you a notification for MBA the other day. Your response was ew. Accurate. But yeah, upgrade system. This one too is just good to have there. Honestly, this one too would fall up here. Alright, so we have, I guess, 3 main categories that we've kind of narrowed it down to. Like, the overall kind of gameplay, which this might need to be broken into further categories. NPCs, we have 2 examples. And animals, Nintendogs. Technically, I think this one could also fit here because I did like the way the animals behaved in this, but I like this more. Is there anything else I want to write down from this? Sports scuffs and lazy bum game though. I know, right? At work the other day to set up a thingy for like once a week to go boxing, and I'm just like, just quickly hit no, remove from my calendar. I'm not gonna change my mind on that. I wanted to see a better preview of like their customizing, because that's the upgrade system. Oh, maybe. Yeah, because that's the upgrade system right here, and like purchasing stuff. What is this? Like a scratch card? That's just baking minigame. Okay. Let me check out Papa's Pizzeria in a bit. Let me just finish watching this one. Was not a whole lot of upgrade system in this trailer, at least. You know what? This reminds me. Some kind of achievement system. We need some kind of like, we need goals. You know what? Let's write that. Achievements. There. All right. Yeah, right? We need fucking Tanya Landersson on the case here. All right. Papa's. Ooh. Pizzeria. I mean, deluxe. I guess it's this. Okay. 1, take the orders. 2, build the pizzas. Bake them right. Slice them up. I love that. It's like Pokemon. 151 wacky customers. And yeah, no, I'm thinking when I say achievements, I was thinking in-game, but then I'm like, I'm gonna want actual Steam achievements or whatever for my game as well. So both. Uh, well, this is apparently a remaster. I guess that's hence deluxe. So hands-on gameplay, custom chefs, and delivery drivers. Food truck for open and free play mode. Oh, separate holidays unlocked. That's an interesting idea. It's a website based. Ooh, okay. Tons of furniture and clothing to decorate a shop and workers. Yeah, we might have something here. Earn and master 40 unique special recipes. Customer coupons entice customers to return. That's also an interesting idea. Don't know if it's the right fit for my game, but it's something to think about for sure. I never played this. Oh, P can't play enough said. Hopefully they release all the Papa Louie games on Steam. Is this still available as a browser game? I wanted to try and look at some of like the customizing and stuff. Oh god. Wait, is this actually... No, okay, it's not an actual thing. I thought it was like an actual place. It's also on papaspizzeria.io, which I don't know if that's the original. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to have the point and click thing, so I'm trying to more think of like the idea what they do and how I can like... It is not? Okay. Well, if it's not this one, then we can try it. Ugh, so bright. I'm getting hit with ads. I'm skeptical. We might be fine. We might be fine. Okay, order is finishing. None of the stuff that I wanted to know more about was featured here. Alright, I guess we try it briefly. Yeah, apparently this is still very playable. Oh my god. You guys can hear this, and I'm wondering if I can mute it. I can just... there. I am sorry, I'll unmute it. Not that you guys can hear it anyway. He does not seem very happy about this. Open the window, shall I? Unless you have your island fucking breakdancing. Let's go. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not quite what I had in mind. This part, but... Alright, order station, topping station. No, I can imagine. This definitely seems like the original, right? Wait, so you're telling me you want like pepperonis in half? Is that what he just told me? Wait, what are you... Oh. Where did... Oh. Or is this tomatoes? I can't even fucking tell. Ah, so you wanted it up to... Ah, okay. Okay. Is this it? You get like 4 slices? Oh man. We're very generous. Okay, so that's why it's like 4. Okay. Into oven. Oh, and then it goes off when it's at like that timer. I don't know why you want me to do that, but... Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm waiting for the timer. Oh, wait. Ah, what do I do now? There you go. Finish order. And then we cut it. Eh. There. Matt, I hope you love this pizza. Yeah, I love some pizza right about right now. Yeah, I want to get into... Okay, so he wants 8 of these on the whole pizza. Alright, I need to drag this here first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into oven. This was goated crossovers in Endgame. You know what? Fair. And yeah, we don't have DoorDash here. We don't. Probably for the best. There you go. And then you also want... Oh god, that's not great. Oh, these are terrible slices. I am so sorry, my man. Ah, he's still happy. But yeah, I want to see like the other stuff with like upgrades and stuff. I don't know if I want to do a tip jar. We don't really tip here, so tip jar doesn't really occur to me and it feels kind of weird. Oh god, ads. It is Creek. This is inspiration. I promise you this is for a real reason. Where's the upgrade? Where's the no upgrades here? Is this cooking pizza? Is that it? Or I mean, this sounds bad. A good pizza, great pizza is a mobile game, but it could work very well. Okay. I'm not looking for pizzas simulators necessarily though. This is kind of just... unless it's just like the remake that has more of that. This is mushroom. This looks like mushroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first picture of the live action Zelda film. I have not, Karik. And yeah, no, honestly, a good game designer should play video games because holy shit. But yes, Eek is absolutely correct. I guess then at this point you can be like, oh yeah, there's a new order. Got it. Okay, I think I get the gist of this. So, sorry, we're closing that. Was there a newer version? Because I was more interested in the upgrade stuff. I feel like that gameplay loop didn't really tell me that much because I don't want to have too many mini games for like the actual like creation of the food. Right, good pizza, great pizza. You said it was mobile games. I'm probably not going to find that on Steam. You could also try and look for that. Oh, here we have a YouTube video. Beautiful. Oh god, it's loud. Oh, hang on. Guzzlebear, why are you in this man's car? Wait, excuse me. Hang on. Hang on. There's a bear in my car. I should probably get an onion pizza. Okay. I totally see how those two relate. Well, I mean, it's gonna say pizza. uh, yeah, see, it had pizza, but I was able to go a little bit further. Yeah, I think it was very Freddy, true. I want 2 pizzas, okay. Honestly, it does not look like a bad, like, sim, though. This is seriously all the pepperoni I get. Good pizza. Great pizza. Yeah, App Store, Google Play, Amazon. Dev Club Penguin. Yeah, because there's no, like, demo or anything on this. So what was the one you said, Eek? It was like, Why am I losing track of it? I might actually have to get my glasses. There you go. Cool math game. Cool math. Oh, I've hit caps. Doesn't matter. Cool math game. Why did I forget the name? Hang on. Was it Papa's Pizzeria? Yes. Yes. There. Brain. Eek. Now I need to scroll up again. Oh wait, no, it was Meow who said it. Never mind. I could have sworn that was Eek. My bad. Yeah, no, I scrolled up and fact check it. It was indeed Meowie. This might be the same as the other one. To be fair, I do love throwing Eek under the bus. This seems to be the same as the other one. But someone mentioned the freeze area as well. I mean, I don't know if that's better. I am washed, correct. And the burger one? So Burgeria. Oh, 2010. Oh, modern. Ooh, yeah, because this is what I was thinking. We want to have like a selection of characters. They don't necessarily need to have names, but like choose your character and there's a few presets. Um, well, this one has a different story and everything. Maybe you are going insane in Game Freak. You know what? We don't need to see this. We can skip this. Alright, so this seems to work the same. Grill station, build station. God, I wish I could get my screen just slightly bigger. Oh, you need to watch ad for big screen. Now we're good. Alright, so here we will see medium. Ah, there it is. I see it now. Okay. There you go. Even cook. Really? That's so freaking funny. Yeah, see, this is just what game devs do. This is just what game devs do. Alright, so burger bun. Patty. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, as soon as you let go, it's locked in. Okay. Lettuce. Hi, undead. That is true. Alright, I want to see the upgrades. I guess after we make this burger, we can see the upgrades. Why does it look like he has horns? I think it's his eyebrows, but it looks like his horns. Fascinating. I feel like Game Freak. Well, he's the devil. He probably is. He probably is. Poor Game Freak. Close enough. Alright. Burger bun. Patty. Is it mayo? It's probably mayo. Lettuce. An onion ring. And more mayo. Man, this guy loves his mayo. Ba 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 ba. Alright, can I see upgrades now? Oh, upgrade shop! Alright, okay, here we go. Yeah, I love my mayo toast sandwich. Fully thought we were talking about whether or not Eek said oh, onion piss. Yeah, no, sorry. That's not what we're talking about. He did say onion piss. He did not say cool math. Check out the cool math games version, which is what I was talking about. Is that better? Thank you for saying please, and thank you for the 1 bit. No, I think I like this though. Getting like extra items that affect something or maybe are just cosmetics. Because like I don't necessarily need waiting score because obviously this game is very heavily focused on score. I'm not gonna have that. But I still like having ooh, alert when customers enter. See, this is good. Thank you for the 1 bit. You know what? We're gonna have to write down Papa's Burgeria on my list. There you go. I guess this goes up here. Because it's definitely not on these. I mean, potential bit of NPC behavior, but no, not really, not more than these others. Hi, Graham. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. All right. Close these. Oh God, bright, bright. My eyes. God, I could go for a burger right now. I had a burger yesterday. My eyes are getting a bit tired, so I might need to take a bit of a break soon. It has been 1.5 hours after all, so yeah, some pages just fucking flashbang me. Oh my God, Graham's about to cook burgers too. Nice. Game needs sex appeal. Karik, I am making a game heavily featuring dogs. Does it really need sex appeal? Because in my world, dogs and sex appeal do not go together. The code can be sexy. That I agree with. Yeah, back it up, Creek. Can we give guns to the dogs? No. No. Jatters, kill this man. He does deserve a smite. He does. I also want to just add another one for player customized collar. This is like just a thought that hit me that I want to just have written down for later. Yeah, thank God no backfire. Hopefully we're all up to date on bingo as well. All right. All right. How are we feeling about this? We made some progress on like similar types of games. Cat DLC. So, yeah. So We did talk about, because my initial idea and, like, my main focus is that this is a dog cafe. But then someone mentioned, I think we were talking about April Fool's jokes or something at the time, or maybe, but then we can do the DLCs or something to add cats as well, or replace all the dogs with cats, or add cats. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I just thought the idea was funny, and I added a post-it note for it. But yeah, no, I'm not. Thing is, Meow, I don't think I want to do like the actual cooking. Like, what I definitely want to do is like having food like already done, and like, the customer walks up to the counter, they will be like, "Hey, I would like, I don't know, 2 chocolate donuts and a coffee." And I'll be like, "You bet." Tap into my cash register, 2 chocolate donuts and a coffee. Please pay. Walking over to my little donut thingy, putting out 2 donuts and coffee, putting it on a tray, and then walking over to a table and serving it. I don't think, like, we're not cooking. I have been thinking about if I want to have like a kitchen area where you potentially do the baking like separately from the whole management thing, but I'm worried it's too much. So I'm not committed to that. Um DLC ads. I love that. Deal cat. Um but yeah, what do you mean by got a name, Karik? Let me also add, because we were talking about earlier, dog portraits. Uh are honestly both kind of feed into this. There. Oh god, that was kind of ugly. Why is this line there and not like, you know what? I'll just do this. I hate you sometimes. Okay. Oh, do I have a name for my game? Not officially. I'm currently just using like a working title, which is Project Boreal. Drive-through or second floor upgrade DLC could be cool. That is true. Not sure how I feel about a drive-through. I don't think that would fit, but I like second floor. Let's throw in a sticky note for that just to have it. Just so I don't lose the thought. We'll throw it in like this corner for now. There. Could have a kitchen in the background and embassies you could hire to do help someone with tasks. You could do that. You could do that. And yes, that is more, because the thing is, we're gonna have dogs in the cafe. So I think it would be more focused on like having the customers, serving them, and also making sure the dogs are right. Like we had, hang on, there was one game that we found. Which one was it? It was called, it was this one, I think, Cat Cafe Manager. I kind of like their loop. So if you look at this one, obviously my game is not going to be, hang on, how do I full screen this there? So obviously my game is not going to be like, this angle, but I'm imagining this is the gameplay loop. But imagine this is first person, that you have like a counter. This thing is missing a counter, but you have a counter that the customers walk up to. They go sit down. You go into like the kitchen to fetch whatever they want or whatever, and then go serve them. And then you can also see that the dogs, in this case, would be roaming, like the cats are currently doing here. And the seed that suddenly jumped up on like the customer's lap. Making sure that the food bowls and stuff are full. Like there was a cat peeing at one point. Those kind of things, clean that up. Like I like this overall like gameplay loop, but obviously I would have it in first person and not this. But I really like this one, and yes, I know. I know. My game will probably feature pee because they're dogs. That's what they do. Among other things, but it's kind of a core part of what they do. What is this though? I wonder what this is. Oh, advertising. But I really like the whole how these pets interact with the customers, like hopping on their lap and stuff. I want to have that like interaction between customers and my animals. Random event where the dog pees and Game Freak comes running at the door screaming pee. Oh god. Don't think I would want to do it as a roguelike, but it definitely I do picture it having like no time limits. There's no like X amount of days. Oh, is it the strays? Right, so you gotta get strays in this one. Yeah, we don't need this one. But that is interesting. You adopted a stray. Because yeah, I also noticed that their cats have traits. That is something that I also want to have. I want to have my dogs have traits. Because another core part of the game is that the customers can choose to adopt a dog. So if they like end up having like a really good match between like what the customer is looking for and what the trait is of like the dog, they might decide that, hey, I want to bring this dog home with me. You hired me to clean the piss. I don't know. I don't think I want to see how you clean the piss. But there was some upgrades and stuff there. I want to say I think this is like one of the closest ones so far, but obviously it's still quite different. But I really like a lot of things that this game is doing. All right, good Game Freak. Just making sure. Yeah, I kind of want to see. Oh, so the object upgrades are like projects that happen in the background and they run on time. Is that what's happening? Get a load of this layer. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, I don't like I want to have some customization, but this one's very freeform. I don't think I want quite that freeform. I might think I'm not no, not quite like that. Yeah, it did seem like a research menu. But yeah, like that, you can see clean up spill. It could be anything from like the customers making a mess to like the pets making a mess. I really like that interaction. Wow. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Meowie. So like they're in set locations. Like you can pick like wallpapers, so like you can set some kind of like a theme to your cafe, but without like placing down the walls or whatever. Oh look, pee, clean pee. And it looks like they have the cats affecting customers more rather than what I'm going for. But I do like a lot of the ideas this game is going for. Oh no, cat, you're sitting in your own pee! This is Game Freak Cat right over here. Oh, here we go. Here's the decoration menu. I was hoping to see something like this. Yeah, because I don't want this level of detail, like with building and then it costs money. Like, no, I don't want this. This is far too advanced, not quite what I'm looking for. But you could potentially have that menu and then choose flooring, choose like wallpapers or colors or something like that. Potentially buying more or unlocking more. Oh, I guess that was the end. Yeah, exactly. Pre-place expansions. Here we go. Okay, so they also have a staff thingy. I'm just hoping, because it's a stream, I was like, just want to see more of like the other features of this game. Chat. Oh, right, you can chat to the... I don't necessarily need that. Like, I'm not looking to tell like a story or something here. This is just chill. And there might be individual stories from people, but I don't want to present it like this. Hi, Seabugs, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just getting a sense of the game. Okay, I think maybe we watched enough for now. But yeah, this is definitely probably gonna be a pretty big inspiration. I also love that they have the nap time update. But gameplay-wise, we're definitely more aligned with Gas Station Sim, which I actually still have installed too. But yeah, we're gonna be more... Well, not quite like this. Oh god, what even is this? This is like a DLC or something. This is not the gameplay loop that I remember. There we go. Yeah, like first person, so you're gonna be walking around in the place like this. Yeah, this is something else. But in like cozier environment. And this is how you like interact with the customers and the dogs and like your items, whatever. It is gonna be 3D. It's gonna be 3D. I can show you a bit of like the assets and stuff that I've been looking at. I've just paused this for now. Yeah, it's gonna be... if I back up, I might be able to find it. There we go. This is the pack that basically represents the style that I'm going for. So this is what the NPCs will look like. Probably easier to show. I mean, like this. But also, here are the animals. Yes, this is the style that I want. They're so cute. Look at this little white floofball right here. I love him. There's no pug though, but we will be able to fix that. We'll be able to fix that. But yeah, so this is what we're going with. Hey, there's gonna be some cats included here too for my cat DLC, ready to go. They're so cute. But yeah, so this is basically gonna be the style. Haven't bought it yet, but like, I will once I get further. Right now, assets are not my priority. Yeah, assets are not cheap. Check the Steam ID of the player, and if it matches Craig's ID, change all meshes to head crabs. Now there's an idea. Yeah, there's an idea. I do think I'm gonna take a quick break though, because we're almost at the 2-hour mark, and yeah, I want to get up a stretch. But I'm happy to continue looking into a little bit more inspiration and fleshing this out a bit more. Oh my god, Stevie, I was just gonna go on a break! Stevie! How's your game going? Now I can't stretch. Now I can't self-care. I'm not allowed to self-care. I see how it is. No, I agree with Eek. For all of those assets and like properly licensed, so I'm allowed to use them in a game like this, it's cheap. Break, Stevie Ray, don't think so. True. But chat, if you're enjoying game dev and you want to see someone who is like way more progress with their game than me, go check out Stevie. Stevie also knows what she's doing, so they're under... God, I remember. I know I've read it somewhere, but now it's like trying to find that again. It's so bright. Also, this thing, they use animations from the Mixamo library, so that's also really good. Maybe it's not in here, but I know... Was it on when I watched it on Fab that I saw it? Honestly, why have I not done that already? That's a very good point. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Don't know why she's not in my auto shoutouts already. Hi, it's Ludar. Welcome on in. So I'm not necessarily looking for assets for my game. We got a bit distracted. Someone was asking about what style my game was going to be in, so I hopped in to show off the assets that I've already selected that I want for my game. So it would break the cafe. But yeah, so this is just to give people an idea of what my game will look like when it's done. Or at least what I have the ambition for my game to look at once it's done, I should say. Where's my whitelist? I guess it doesn't matter right now. I can remember to do it later. Oh well. We'll remember to do it later. I'll totally remember. But yeah, it's gonna look like this. This is like the customers you can expect to see in your cafe. Comes with a bunch of props as well, which is really useful. And these animals, look, they're so cute. Like this little white floofball has just he's stolen my heart, and I don't know how it's possible, but he has. It's a setting on my end. But yeah, we've been spending some time today actually mapping out, like, I got advice from Eek. We're gonna start by finding games that are similar or like having similar features to what I want. So we've been making this little thing today. We found some games. And honestly, this one right here, I think I need to move it up because this is becoming like a huge winner for a lot of their stuff. I'm just gonna put that here. Eek is good. No, I know how to listen to Eek. So that's why we're not actually in Unreal today. We're just working in my little board with like... I need to mentally map out things before I can actually start creating. But yeah, this is where we're at. We're actually making a video game. But I'll show you guys a bit. We found this one today. I had not seen this one before, but it's honestly quite cool. So like this is gonna be slightly similar to my gameplay loop. Obviously, I'm gonna have it first person. We're not gonna do this. So imagine like the assets that you just saw. And like here is kind of the gameplay loop, except that I would have a counter, so you know the customers would walk up to the counter, they would place their order, they go sit down, you grab stuff from like your stocks, and you go out and serve them. The cats or the dogs, in my case, might make a mess. You gotta clean up after them. You gotta clean up after the customers. I'm planning to do solo. I was considering for a bit if I should do co-op, but I'm struggling to think of how co-op would enhance the experience. So that's why I'm still leaning towards solo. Because I think at this point, adding co-op would be just for the reason of adding co-op, and it wouldn't actually add anything meaningful. And if so, why bother? Focus on more important features. As much as I'm a co-op lover, it just doesn't make sense to do co-op. But yeah, I would do something like this. This game is obviously missing, because in my case, I want the dogs to be adoptable. So they're gonna have like traits, like dogs might have like active, whatever you can think of. I don't know. I've not gotten into the dog trait area yet. But then a customer might walk in with like, I want to adopt a dog today. I'm looking for a dog that is this, lazy, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. And then you can recommend, oh, see this dog. And if they mesh well, they might adopt them, take them home, and then you can get letters. Like we might open a store like a few days later, and you might get a letter from them with like a picture of how great they're doing with the new dog, stuff like that. Technical complexity of your project goes up astronomically when doing co-op. I can imagine that. I can imagine that. Customizable home where you can take pets home and add a collection. But I'm not, like, the player is not supposed to collect the dogs. Your ultimate goal here is for the dogs to get a forever home with your customers. That's the goal. But then when a dog gets adopted away, you call the shelter and be like, yo, I have room for one more dog. Send me another dog. We'll find him a home. But yeah, this is basically where we're at. Honestly, this has been the closest representation to what I want so far. But obviously, there's still a lot of things that are different. Exactly, Stevie. You might have regulars. You might also have people who genuinely just come in because, like, I would just want to pet a dog, and I can't commit to having a dog, but I want to pet a dog, so I'm here. Um, that's okay too. But there will be like, I don't know how many customers might be out for adoption. Like, let's say maybe, I don't know, 10% of your customers are coming in specifically. I want to adopt a dog, not just like pet and enjoy a dog. And then you still gotta find like the right match. Ooh, NPC that would be searching for his lost dog. That could be a good one too. I like that. If you had the option to open more than one cafe at the same time, then co-op would be a good thing.
Nice.
Maybe. But if so, that's gonna be like way down the line. That's not something I'm gonna look at right away. Definitely. But yeah. I think we're starting to land somewhere tangible where we might actually be able to start writing some code and stuff soon. I'm starting to build a good picture. Or a better picture of what this game is. Which is good. Looking at finding this game has honestly been hugely helpful for me to visualize things. This game is very cute. I like this game. But I did say I wanted to take a break, and honestly, I really do want to take a break. Am I allowed to take a break? I'm sorry, Raiders. You just came in. But honestly, you should probably take a break too. Steve, you should also get up a stretch. Maybe you need to eat something. Yes, take no, damn it. Damn it, Fubi. I do need to take care of my flesh prison. I've been through the ringer today. I want to get up and stretch. So I'm gonna do that. Stretch your legs, hydrate, and I'll see you in a few minutes. The hell did I just come back to? 4 bingos? Damn. Also, I had to take my headphones off because I still have my headache is not going away. I ended up taking a painkiller as well, and I think I noticed when I stood up, like the pressure just of my headphones on just not helping me. So I took them off. Wasn't it 4? Maybe it was 3. Okay, hang on, let me look. Because it was Game Freak, Brio. Oh no, it was 3. Shammy. It just threw me off because I saw the event for 3 viewers have gotten a bingo and then winner Shammy right after. That's crazy though. Oh, thank you, Ribbons. Yep, just hair. It feels weird. Just hair. I'm not bald. Like, look, I have hair. A lot of it. I need to cut it. It's too long. I need to dye it now because of the subathon. Like, I don't know, like here or so. Like, there's so much hair. Is it pay to win if someone uses a channel bonus for a vote? No, no. And also that vote doesn't guarantee the win. It's if someone needs like, I don't know, bits spent or whatever, and they spend the bits just to make, to get a win. That point is pay to win. I am planning on making it super purple. I am. Like, part of me is like, do I wait until I go home this summer and I can get my aunt to do it for me? Because my aunt's a hairdresser back in Norway. But that means I'm not doing it until July. And I'm like, don't I want to wait that long to get purple hair? I could just throw in some temp dye now and have her do a proper job of it this summer.
I showed you my buyer's sample. Please respond.
I win.
Do you, Foopy? Do you win? Do you need to pay to win? Yeah, I know. I'm going home in July. We're only in late April. So I don't want to wait that long. To dye my hair, that is. You spare some of the Swedish money from your stream. Oh, wait, from your Steam. No, those are a gift from Game Freak. Because I'm gonna buy Silent Hill F with them. I've not gotten around to it yet, but I will. That's why those are there. Anyways, game dev stuff. God, okay. I'm feeling better having taken my headphones off. Alright, so... Because he couldn't, because it didn't let him. Because regional differences and stuff, and pricings. My pricing in my region is fucked, which means that Steam blocks people from gifting it to me if they're in a region that isn't fucked. Because I'm pretty sure you tried to do that, right, Game Freak? And it just didn't work. Yeah, I think we're... Oh god, I keep accidentally moving the whole frame when I want to move just like these on the frame. Yeah, I was like, I feel like you said you tried to do that. But yeah, honestly, I'm gonna just like move this one up in like the main slot because like this is the one we're gonna be looking at the most. You can sit over there, I guess. Like, it's starting to feel like the only thing that I'm keeping this on here for is like first person. No, you did do that, and I do appreciate it. And then I didn't end up buying it because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to play it right now. Maybe there's a better sale by the time I have time to play it, so. I did spend some of it, though, on buying this, which we're gonna be playing next week for the subathon. Speaking of dog games. Shit, Nick, you're right. I saw it, and then I got so thrown off by the bingos that I forgot to acknowledge it. I'm so sorry. Nixky, thank you so much for being a clown for 25 months. That is amazing. You are clowning around. You are. I hope you're doing good, though. I'm sorry you can't be playing Payday tomorrow, but I knew you were busy. That's why I planned it for tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Oh.
Real clown paint 3 clown.
It is real clowning hours for Nixky today. See, there you go. There you go. Maybe we'll check it out in the summer sale. But yeah, I'm not going to have time to play it for a bit anyway. I do still really want to play it, though. And we will be picking it up. Oh man, you have a presentation? You didn't tell me that, Shammy. I couldn't plan around that. Shit. Oh well, next time. Next time we'll get it. Also, chips from Japan or China. They were Spanish ham flavor. What does Spanish ham taste like? Alright, but now that we've made it this far, we have some kind of a basic functionality in mind. Where do we go next? Is this when we hop into teal draw? Because like one thing that I know I'm gonna need to visualize before I actually make it is game name comes way later. Project Boreal is more than fine for a while. And thank you, Nixky. I will. But I think what I will need to map out, and I don't know if I should do something else first, but I'm thinking of like C++ classes. Because one of the first things that I probably actually want to like make is gonna be like a human character. Because at that point we'll have the human character and we can inherit from them into like the player character and into like an NPC. And then potentially we need to inherit again to make like a VIP or whatever. I don't know. But we'll get there. I have a video you want to work on that's been rotting on my computer for months. God, I feel that. I have a half-edited video that I've had on my computer for like half a year. I did so much on it and it just did nothing. Because then it suddenly got hard and I just like, oh, I don't know what to do now. Okay, well mine's at least half edited, but only half. Only half. Mm-mm. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that my line was actually visible. So, if we're gonna make... Hi, Star, thank you for petting your Togepi. I'll just do like a little... This is why I don't like teal draw and why I don't think I'll use this a lot. But we gotta do... I'm gonna try it a little bit because everyone swears by this, so... I don't like keeping it browser based. I can just have like this group of things and then I just open it. Because I want to have like for the humans. And yeah, I know it's just I want to do it fast, and this is faster if I can just like because it's not like I'm writing a lot. Because if we're gonna have, and this is when I need chat to correct me if I'm wrong, because we're gonna have a class for like a human, right? So I would have, this might actually be where I start using the text tool because now it's getting long. You know what? Yeah, at this point we're gonna start using the text tool. At this point I was like, yeah, this is fast enough. That looks good. So we're gonna have a human. And then obviously we're also gonna have a dog, but well, oh, I need to get used to this thing as well. Dog. Do we need another overarching class over these? Oh, that's copies it. I thought I could move it. How do I move it? Oh, okay. You've been working on it for so long and you still have so much to do and you're scared you're gonna stop caring before I can finish it. Yeah, it's a real risk. I'm sure you can do it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Because in my courses, at least, they use like the same type of or like class, subclass for like playable and not playable. So that's Dryo. Checking this out. This is what it looks like. Does not look bad. Hang on. God, immediately seeing this though, I'm like, whew. Start. So maybe this is what I can use to map out like my class structure of like C++ classes though. That is good, Game Freak. That is very good to have. So if we have like, okay. Nice. Okay. So right, I imagine because we'll have like two, I'm thinking like just both NPCs and players really. But we're gonna have humans and we're gonna have dogs. I don't think they should inherit from the same one. I think those two should be different. Templates to the left, okay. Wait, where? Am I blind? I might be. This headache is definitely not helping me either. Are these No, these are just like... Oh, wait, flowchart? No. Sure it's on the left, Eek? More shapes? Oh, wait, hang on. I know it was... There's so much. Yeah, let's look at UML. So object, interface, class. Class 2. Okay, okay. Attribute, divider, spacer. Component. Oh, big puppy stretch. Oh my god. Entity, another class, another class. Oh my god, so many classes. It was such a big stretch. I don't know if you saw him. You would have seen him, his head poking up because his stretch was so big. Let's try class. Maybe I don't need that much. Oh, can I back out? What about... What was the other classes? There. I mean, this is probably fine enough. Yeah, no, I noticed you can do like this and like stretch them. I was just wondering about the extra fields. But I guess you can do a little bit of customizing in it. Because, yeah, I'm not sure if both the humans and the dogs should have, like, the same kind of, like, parent class. Like, I mean, all the way up. There's obviously going to be branches to this thing. And this is where I'm hoping chat can help me. Especially the C++ coders. Because I imagine we're going to have... I'm trying to look at what would they share, if anything. Because that's what you need to think of, right? What they will share. Because I think their behavior is probably going to be very different. They will share a special bond. You know what? That is true. Because if it should make sense for them to have the same parent, the parent should have some kind of trait that they both can use. And that's the thing. Everyone needs to be able to move around in the nav mesh. We can always set individual animations and stuff later to make two of them like bipeds and some quadrupeds. Like, that's fine. That could come later if we branch. Yeah, I think maybe we'll have the same parent class for just all characters. So, let's say we have like a character class all the way up here. Can I just... I don't know if I can copy this. And then we will split it into human. And into dog. Because then this can have like... Actually, can I... Now I'm like, I should have had more sections in this thing so I can add like some basic shit. But I thought... No, I added this one. So why can I not add something under here? Sammy, please. Eek, help. I don't want to edit just this. Or do I just like... No, because I wanted the line. I wanted like... In this example, it has like a beautiful line. Like there. And you can add stuff... Oh god, this looks interesting. Well, I guess you can center it. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want. Okay, maybe we'll use this one. So we'd have the character, and we would have movement, just to get an idea of like... Alright. We're using this one. So, character. Then we'll split it further down into... Oh, is this what happened? This is how I broke it. Human. They'll be bipeds. I know, shocker. Dog. How do you even write quadruped? Is it like this? Probably like this. Alright, so there's our parent class. We'll go into human and dog. And now, one thing that I'm wondering, because the two courses that I did this differently, and I don't know if this one is more correct than the other, but we have a human here. And obviously, there's going to be a lot of overlap between what a human NPC does versus what my player can do in terms of like animations and stuff especially. But do I use the same class that I make my NPCs out of as also my player class? Because some of the courses did that, and that to me feels wrong. So I would be inclined to split this further into two and have like NPC and player. Oh, your previous... Okay, there you go. Let me read that. Some games also have a shared move component that just defines a physics component that it uses an abstract character. The way the move is that a controller class, be it player or enemy, for example, runs functions in the move component. So, move component has move, which acts on an entity, and then both player controller or enemy controller can run move with whatever input you need. There you go. Hi, Sen. How's it going? So then, I technically don't need to split this into a further class, unless I guess the player does something the NPCs shouldn't. I guess we just configure the different controllers. And I'm good. I just have a bit of a headache. So I've taken my headphones off so it doesn't like, you know, press on my skull. And I've taken painkillers now too, but apart from that, I'm doing good. I am learning how to map out mental stuff for my game. Yeah, you did prefer a response to a question before it was asked. You were just that good. Because, yeah, I'm trying to come up with, like... I think that was covered in my courses, but I'll be honest, in the state that I'm in right now, I cannot recall composition over inheritance. So feel free to give me a refresher, and maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Now I remember. Um, I'm just gonna call this this. Ooh, okay, no, we don't need to do that yet. Give you access to the script. Because I'm able to add like. Oh, okay. No, that looks bad. So what if I want to add more stuff then? Can I not? I want to just keep listing things, but it just kind of resets it. That's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Figured it out. A lot of things going through my mind. Right now I'm thinking, because we're gonna have a trait system for the dogs. I feel like that would go here. Because if we are, I don't really know if we need to do personality traits for the NPCs. Maybe we do. But if so, an NPC trait would need to be different than the dog trait. But we would still track which are compatible and not. But I don't think, as long as we use different controllers, then we don't need to split this one further. So this actually didn't end up going as deep as I feared. I guess question then would be if we want to do, and I potentially do want to do this, special customers. And by special customers, hi Zozo. Potentially, yes. I am mentally mapping out how I would structure my C++ classes in terms of like what kind of trait and feature and stuff goes where, so it makes sense. So I'm doing this now before I actually go in and create and start coding the classes. But my brain is struggling to brain today. So it's a challenge. But hi Zozo, hope you're doing good. But we probably want to, yeah, you know what? Let me add one more of these. So let's split it. We're not even split it. We're just gonna make one more child because it doesn't need a split per se. Yeah, cool. I just want to make sure it's attached. Ooh. It does need direct stimulation. Thank you, so I appreciate it. So let's call this VIP customer. So this in addition to what a regular customer can do. We're gonna add unique traits because this is also where we have room to do Easter eggs and potentially give some people in chat eventually a unique VIP customer that has like a low chance to show up. So like you could get, you know, Game Freak showing up at the restaurant, and if it picks Game Freak out of the pool, then you know, I want Game Freak to always have the piss lover trait, you know? You see where I'm going with this? But yeah, oh, yeah. Also, thank you for using a sanitized rod, Zozo. I appreciate that. You like that combination of words? Of course you do. Of course you do. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm really struggling to see what I'm missing. Maybe it'll come to me in a bit. I'll just keep staring at it. I'm sure it will reveal itself. Because I feel like there's gonna be a way in here to like add I'll call it adoption intent for now. I think we can have that here. Because I feel like even though we're gonna add something like this, that it's okay still for the player to possess this pawn that we'll have here. Oh god, eek, it's typing a lot. Okay. In player controller, you actually use the movement and jumping functions. The player controller doesn't inherit anything, it just gets access to behaviors via composition. And then you can, oh god, going on streaming. And then you can reuse those components since they're so abstract and not really locked to the player specifically, meaning you have an enemy, say a Goomba, which is an enemy controller, which only has the movement controller. It can move in the same way like the player, but it can't jump since that's not in the component it has. Composition over inheritance is a concept where you have smaller, more abstract components. Wait, was the message in the wrong order? And I did ask for help. Yeah, I just realized it was in the wrong order. Okay. Composition over inheritance is a concept where you have smaller, more abstract components that are responsible for specific behaviors instead of deriving those behaviors from inheritance. So, for example, a player can have a player controller which has components like movement and jumping. The movement component implements movement on any entity, the jumping component implements jumping on any entity, and that's it. They don't run to move and jump themselves, they just know how to do it. Okay. I think I get it. All right, cool. But yeah, no, I absolutely did ask for help. Is this not stored on like on here? Do I need to store it somewhere else? Like if I close this tab now and open it back up, it's not gonna keep like these things will do? Convenient excuse. That's true. Eek, another game that was in chat. Does this make sense so far in terms of like my characters? Is missing a beaver. You know what, Pinky Ninja? Not wrong. Not wrong. We're gonna figure out some beaver Easter egg for this, but it's not in the core gameplay, unfortunately. Ooh, fishing minigame. Yeah, you know what? Just scratch all this. Just make it a fishing minigame. You're right, though. If you want to win Game of the Year, we gotta have a fishing minigame. You know, I don't actually know what the Club Penguin fishing minigame looks like. Makes sense so far? Cool. Rare chance for a dog to actually just be a beaver. So, I mean, I'm thinking, like, we discussed it earlier, too, like, in the eventual, in the eventuality of a cat DLC, I imagine this class, we can just make, like, a child and just kind of replace the animation. It'll probably have a lot of overlap with the traits. So, I think we have room to build on this, even if this is going to be our core right now. But yeah, I think this is going to be the core. Insert game name plus cats. Yep. History repeats itself. It sure does. But yeah, that's just in the idea bank. We're not making that yet. Hi, Gragafa. You did hear fishing minigame. I keep staring at my C++ classes, and I asked chat if I missed anything. And yeah, they were rightfully pointed out I missed a fishing minigame. Kind of, yes, Vladios. I'm not really sure where to start, but for me, it feels like this is a good place to start because if I start now making like my classes and stuff for the character, I can start like making them, and at that point, like once you have like the characters working at least very basically like they should, then you can start placing them into a world, starting to see how they interact, and then you kind of get into like the prototype stage, if that makes sense. That's at least where I'm currently at. And then I will probably need to build the systems around them, like the cafe kind of loop, cashier thingies. That's, yeah, I think that's where I am. Trying to understand context, my sleep deprived brain is failing. Don't worry, my brain is also not braining today, so I'm extra struggling to try and explain what the brain is trying to convey. So that combined with sleep deprived brain is a really hard communication path. It's hard. Because yeah, I'm not sure how I would prototype without having like at least an idea of this set first. But yeah, this definitely does not need to be like fully fleshed out right away. I'm just making sure that I have an idea of what I want the different classes to do, because then we can give them some basic functionality. Could have hireable beavers to craft scratching posts. That sounds fun. I like that. But also Sen, we were looking at inspiration, and I found a really good looking game that you probably also would like. This game. I mean, if you like, you know, Cat Cafe Manager. Oh, it's I'm trying to architect my classes in C++. So basically, parent, child, child, to make sure that the parent holds very, very basic stuff, and like where I need to branch to make a comprehensible system, if that makes sense. Ugh. Hey, oh my god. And yeah, exactly. And that's, maybe I'm thinking about it wrong, but to me at least, when I try to prototype and put the whole system together, I can't really do that without like, you know, an NPC, without a player. Yeah, it's complicated shit. It's complicated shit. But yeah, basically what I'm looking to do is that I want to, probably one of the first things that I will make is my characters in my game, which means that we need a character class. So that's overarching thing. Character. We need a character. They will do basic things like all characters do, like move. There's probably more to this, I just haven't thought of it yet. And then there's going to be two different types of characters. There's going to be human characters and there's going to be dog characters. I don't think there's going to be a third type that I haven't thought of. But there's going to be humans, there's going to be dogs. And at this point, we start separating. This is what human characters do. This is what dog characters do. And then we can branch it off one more time, because human characters will also go into this class as a VIP customer. They will can do all of the things the character do, all of the things the human does, but they will also have some unique stuff. Hopefully that helped. And yeah, exactly. I'm very new to like actual coding, so I need to visually map it out. They're not all NPCs necessarily. This class right here is also the one that I'm thinking it makes sense for the player to possess. So it'll probably have some extra features that technically the human NPCs won't really use, but there will be a lot of overlap still, like animations and stuff like that. So our player is going to be featured in here. But the rest is NPCs, and NPCs will also, of course, have this. Oh god, Shammy, what was your curse idea? What is a reverse dog cafe? You mean like dogs running a cafe with humans? Petable, adoptable humans? Dogs will serve you? Okay. Humans come in and are served by dogs? No, that is a little bit cursed. That is certainly a little bit cursed, especially the whole adoptable, petable part applying to the human instead of the dog. You could serve dog food. Hmm? I mean, you would expect that if you go into a cafe run by dogs, I feel. You're petable. I believe that, Fubi. What about dogs being served by humans? Dogs come in for pets and play. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So just to talk about like the whole core gameplay a bit more, it is gonna be like a cafe simulator game. So you're gonna obviously play as a human. I say obviously, it's not as obvious, but uh, what the whole idea and premise is that you do run a cafe, but you're also collaborating with a local shelter. So you will have dogs on site. So basically, I imagine, you call up the shelter to be like, hey, I have room for, I don't know, 3 dogs. Send me 3 dogs. They will roam my cafe, which is known for having dogs from a shelter. So I might get customers who come in and want to adopt them, but I might also get customers who just want to come in and chill with a dog. Um, without any of the responsibility and commitment to having a dog. That's where the dogs come into this. Reverse dog cafe sounds like some obscure sexual position. Ugh. Yeah. I hate thinking about it like that. Oh boy. What have you created? I don't know. I want out. Help. I can't. Guzzlebear. Hang on. Which game was it again? Guzzlebear. You need to see. It was no, it was good pizza, great pizza. All right, Guzzlebear. Are you ready for this? All right. Hang on, let me just mute this. All right, Guzzlebear, you ready? Hang on. No. Oh, God damn it. Can I? It said I can watch it on YouTube. Let's watch it on YouTube. There we go. Probably ribbons. That makes more sense. Guzzlebear, I needed someone to explain the correlation between there's a bear in my car. I should probably get an onion pizza. Like, I am on the what? The 2 option hit okay and what? I'm on the what? Infallible logic. Maybe that's what he wants, to get the bear to run away. Because I would also run away from an onion pizza. Like, not gonna lie. Like, you need something else on the pizza, not just onion. You want a real pizza, real meat eaters. But yeah, sorry, I just needed you to see this. You weren't here when I saw this earlier, so I just needed you to see this. Also, I should throw a question mark on this one. You're welcome. I probably should put this one like here, because these two kind of connect to each other. Imagine taking Guzzlebear out for a date to only order onion pizza. That is pretty cruel. Yeah, here's some of my other inspo pics, by the way, from a real dog cafe here in Stockholm. Or multiples ones, actually. This is not just one. Guzzlebear dating someone. You should make that, Guzzlebear. I gotta say, I do quite like working in Miro. But it depends on what I'm doing. This was really good for my C++ classes. I just don't like that it's not cloud-based like these ones are, so I can just like leave them and come back and it keeps the exact same thing. Oh god. It's just a poorly rendered gif of a bear across the table with a salmon on a plate. Yeah, god, I'm getting too tired for this. Alright, next steps. What would be the next steps? Because I think we're good with this, at least for now. We can always add more features into each of the individual classes once they're created. Names! Hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, thank you so much for going back to Larkin Guzzlebear. Thank you so much for coming here to offer your insight on onion pizza and bears. It was very useful. What happens if I click? Yeah, I figured. He woke up 30 minutes ago. Damn. Browser? Oh. Well, that looked like it did the trick. Sweet. God, what a quote. But yeah, I don't know, because I have already started messing with some things in Unreal, but it's the only things that I've touched in the Unreal project that I've created is basically a generic layout, just to get like a sense of things. But I figured if I want to actually start adding like, characters to my game, then I should make classes and start putting stuff in these classes. And then we can import them, start playing around with it, start seeing how it feels. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. In Doom Engine? In Source 1? Yeah. But at this point, I feel like I'm committed to Unreal. Not because it's the best on the market or whatever, it's just something that kind of makes sense for my career as well to learn. And even if I end up getting laid off again, seems like enough studios out there work with Unreal that having Unreal experience is just good to have. Don't touch Source 1, it's scary. I believe you. Source in general just seems like a scary place to be. Not bad, just scary. Yeah, exactly. It's an industry standard at this point. Don't even know how that happened. I thought for sure Unity was gonna be an industry standard at one point and it just didn't. Yeah, exactly, Gragafog. Because I did initially toy with the idea of learning Unity. This is like way back when. And then I did like a single project, which was a text-based game. And then I dropped it. But yeah, Unreal has definitely become the new hit. The model work, but not the textures. Eesh. Industry standard is a funny thing. Let me add, hang on. Can I not just add like a line? Oh, there you go, line. I just want to like separate this out. Then we'll put this one, makes more sense over here. Because this is kind of like more like stretch goals. There. Unity started to charge a lot of money. So, yeah, there was something that happened. I think it was something. Didn't something happen before that too? But I think they were on a pretty good track record overall. And then yeah, they started charging a bunch. And it did not go so well. Also, hi Slapman. Totally fine to ask. Thank you for asking. But my game is basically gonna be. I probably should have written it down here somewhere so I can like easily display something. But basically, it is gonna be a cozy management sim where you run your own dog cafe. Um, and the whole twist that kind of separates it from other like dog cafe management sims is that the dogs will be adoptable. They wanted to wait. There's a runtime. I love that he can say that they wanted to introduce runtime fees, and pup time is like running animals. Here you go. Yes, petting dog mechanic. I should probably add that just to be absolutely sure. But yes, 100%. Um, I'll just steal this one. Dog petting. Very important. I'll change the color to make sure it stands out a little bit. There you go. There. But yes, dog petting, and I'm also trying to contemplate exactly how much grooming, because I want to have some kind of like looking after your dog. Don't know if I want to go full like mini game brushing, like I don't know how much detail. If there's cat DLC, can we have cat bongos too? Maybe. Cat DLC is like that's like a stretch goal. Or like April Fools or something. If you launch a game on April Fools, all the dogs are now cats. I don't know. Someone suggested it, so it's behind the line to be like separated. Very important. Don't want to have dogs in a game without the ability to pet them. That is true. That is in fact a crime and it is illegal. So we can't do that. We can't do that. Think of the little details and not the main important ones. Yeah. It's one of those things when something is just taken for granted, you kind of forget to consider it. That definitely happens. But yeah, I guess I should also add in yeah, so if we move these slightly over here. Order system. Ooh. Be a dog on tragedy to not be able to pet the dogs, correct? Correct? This one should also be like so. Honestly, this one should just be like, I don't know, there. Is yellow standing out enough to be like the most important feature? Speaking of Doom, God, this is a fucking classic. What happened with Where Winds Meet? They had petable cats, but you couldn't do shit to give the dogs affection. Really? Well, I'm glad they at least added it in, but that's crazy that they didn't have that from like day one, especially with petable cats. I thought Assassin's Creed Shadows actually did that quite well. Because in Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can pet both dogs and cats. And once you find a dog and cat and pet them, you can bring them back to like your little like safe house kind of thing, which you can customize. So I basically just made like a cat and dog shelter in Assassin's Creed Shadows. That was my playthrough. I haven't actually played the quests. I just went around finding cats and dogs to pet and bring home, and then I was very sad when I hit the cap and I couldn't place more cats and dogs. Because apparently there's a cap. Dying Doom Eternal to play those DLC campaigns. Kind of scared because you heard they're hard. Well, good luck. So you were kidnapping street animals, is that correct? They came willingly. Fostering. Yes, thank you, sir. So I was fostering street animals. Borrowing them. Yep. No, they would unlock in their like little compendium, and that would mean that you could put them in your little house. And I love that. That was like hands down my favorite part of the entire game. All right. I think we maybe have most of like the basic stuff here. I guess so I can also add. Oh, an upgrade system. Just to make it really clear. Where I can let you carry chickens and cats home? Over your head too, that's beautiful. You need to add a hammer so you can destroy other doggo coffee shops. No! If there's other doggo coffee shops that also let you dogs get forever homes, that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I do think I got enough to start a base. There might be more things that we will think of as we go. But this is basically the core of like, I mean, like it says, basic functionality. I think there's definitely gonna end up being more to it, but not at this stage. The problem is, it's 10 p.m. and I don't think I have the brain power to start coding. Which is, we're starting to get to the point where I feel like I should be diving into C++ to start actually making, like this. The game could have an empty scrapbook that gets filled out with cute collectible pictures of the dogs. Ooh, yeah, because the thing that I do want to do, and oh, maybe I should actually add that here. You know what? Let me add adoption system, because obviously this is like big core of what I want to do as well. Let's add adoption system. And then tied to that, because what I want to do as part of the adoption system is that when you have a successful adoption, they will follow up with you, the player, to like let you know, like the I'm imagining like the human in this case adopts a dog. Hang on. No. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna a dog there. There. That was really good. I'm using that. Where was I? Picking up the mental. Right. So once you've had a customer come in, you've successfully paired them with a dog that they really bond, and the customer takes the dog home. A set amount of time later, and it could be a randomized range, so it's not going to always be like on a week or a day, or like 3 days or whatever. We'll have a range of days, but after a set amount of time, you will get a letter, or maybe they stop by in the cafe. Actually, could also be a thing, but I like the idea of a letter with like a cute picture, because I really like the idea of and the pictures, and the pictures then could potentially become a sort of collectible. And basically just telling some stories of like, oh, it's going really well, I really love like insert name here, they settle into the family super well, and like just kind of generate like based on certain terms, it will come up with like kind of a story. What is the Dog's Trust? I don't think I know what the Dog's Trust is. Is that like a charity organization or something? Letter follow-ups. There. Oh! That's cute. See, I kind of like that then, yeah. You know what? Maybe I should, I was wondering if there was examples of the letters somewhere. Oh, so there are dogs that can't be homed. So is it just like, uh... Like this one? I would love to see an example of some of these letters. You know what? We might have to add this to our inspo page. Wait. Modern slavery is like, wait a minute. Oh no, it's okay, Game Freak. Um, um, let me just add. There. Just put that in the little corner over there. Yorf is very ready for a bingo vote. Yeah, I think now we have a solid base for like, let's try and build this. Which means that next week we can start actually going into Unreal. Is there coffee and cake in the game, you mean? That is the plan. If we hop back into here, because this is the character pack that I want to get. Oh, Borf? Did you have a bad dream, Tebow? What did you dream about? What was it? What was it? I think he's a bit confused. Props, probably? Yes! So, they have a few food packs. And I don't know if casual food or just food. Casual food might be better. It's more money for, like, not that many extra assets, though. But, oh well. So we would want to have... Oh, I thought I could scroll. A lot of assets we don't need in here, too. But, here we go. So here's some donuts, some croissants. We have cakes. This slide here is pretty important. I think this is like a cupcake, so we would definitely want to have like these items here. Macarons could be great as well. We probably don't need like lollipops and sort of these, but these are also because I haven't really mentioned this a lot, but another thing, like obviously the humans can come in and buy like, you know, human treats. Like the donuts, the cakes, the croissants, but I also want to have a category of items for like dog biscuits, basically. So I imagine these two right here. Yeah, you can see my mouse. These two right here, for example, could be variants of dog biscuits that you can buy and feed to your dog. Or a dog. Yeah, exactly. Puppuccinos. Yeah, some bread if someone wants basic sandwiches. Cheese. No, there's a lot of there we go. Here's the coffees and stuff. So here's a variant of coffees. Maybe the dog's a full-on Chinese takeaway. This Mexican alcoholic drink probably up here. Yeah, I don't know if these are all the assets. They might be. But yeah, like especially this section right here. And well, I lost track of it. This section right here is specific. Like there would probably be other drinks as well. The soda would probably be useful. We don't need the alcohol. We don't need the wine. That's fine. Like coffee and stuff to go can be an option. So there's a lot of good assets in here. And there's also, let's have a look at this one. I haven't looked super closely at this one. Do none of them have like proper sandwiches? And by sandwich, I mean like, you know, bread on each side with something in the middle. This one also has some baked goods in the middle here. I don't know what these are. There might be macarons. And a couple of types of cookies. Donuts, croissants, cakes, ice cream. I think I like the other one more. Pizza? Feed the dog a whole ass pizza? Wait, you just noticed there's a small tear in your fucking bed sheet. How did that happen? Oh, apparently Shammy was just hungry. Never mind. But yeah, there we go. There's some coffees here too. And I think teas. They're probably teas with lemon on the side. The beast woke up. True. I don't see it in this one, but it's in one of their free packs. They had like an ice cream as well. I also have that available. But yeah, this is sort of stuff that we're gonna be serving up. Is there anything else interesting? But yeah, I've scoped up. I'm getting it one of the food packs. I don't know which one. I just know they're on sale, 30%. Because yeah, they have like free stuff as well. So I've already downloaded this one so we can use these to like start testing stuff. Same with this. So we have like a baseline for just starting to test stuff and the food. We're probably gonna need some furniture eventually. Yeah, you can get free weapons. I'm not planning on getting the weapons though. There's a military even. Yeah, they have some really cute assets. I really like their style. And they're super good as well. Like their Discord server they offer to make. As long as you don't abuse it, of course, like certain things for free as well. And yes, ads are indeed over. Yeah, nothing super interesting that I'm gonna be using in here. Dogs? Yeah, I know they're working on some upcoming packs as well. That might be interesting. Like, potentially... I don't know exactly how this pack works. If this could be usable for, like, a zoomed-in city, but... Could build the environment with this. But yeah, there's a lot of assets here, and it really sets the tone. Oh, look! Where'd the Guzzle Bear go? Yeah, we already have the penguin. We already have the penguin. We do not have the bear. And I think these are the same dogs that are in the animal pack. They look very similar. Might be some extras. She's used a full-on recreation of London from the Epic Store. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's kind of funny that they also have a pigeon, though. Damn. I might. That's something that we'll get into like way down the line, but I definitely want to do fun stuff like that. It's a bit too early to plan them out though. But I definitely want to do stuff like that. But honestly, I'm just like I'm scared the sale is gonna end. Oh, there's also like a whole ass animal pack. Where's Guzzle Bear? Where's Guzzler Bear? I don't know. No. Oh, there's the license. Eek was asking earlier about the license. There it is. I was just fucking blind earlier. I knew I'd seen it. That's what I'm thinking. Because I know I want to use this. Like, I really love this style. And it's, like, matching perfectly with what I've envisioned. Cat! Pigeons and chickens! Penguins! There's an elephant at the cafe. No, it's a dog. A flamingo. That's a dog. What are you talking about? There you go, those dogs. Actual dogs. Sending the zebra. That's a dog. This is Hank. There's so many animals. But yeah, they come with like skeletons and all, so they should be relatively easy for me to use. Which is very nice. There are just some of them that are like, oh, this one's old. But on some of their other stuff, like on this one, Unreal Engine 5. And this one is probably going to be one of my most important purchases. They are full of bones. And look, they're also naked. Lewd. Disgusting. Because yeah, there's some props in here. Do we get an ice cream? Actually, 2 ice cream. One on like a cone, one on a stick. We have a coffee to go. Anything else in here that looks like it would be particularly useful? I mean, some of this could be like, you know, customer gets generated with a purse. Like, you know. Dogs! The tennis ball for sure? Probably. Yeah, like, so much in this pack. This pack is, like, so worth it. Because, like, 77 bucks. And you can freely use animations from the Mixamo library, which if you're not familiar with Mixamo, I don't remember if I signed up for here. But there's basically just a bunch of animations. So if we want to do like emotes, whatever, or like give the NPC certain amount of animations, you can just go here and there's like praying, crouch to stand, hip hop dancing, silly dancing. Like, is it just my Adobe account? Okay. God, my PC's heating up. There's a lot to load in here. But yeah, like if I want to use any of these animations, like I can. They will all work with the city character pack, which is amazing. Oh my god, Cog! I'm gonna close this because my god, it is tanking. You can totally help me though. Maybe not today specifically, but you can totally help me. But I feel like I'm pretty happy with the progress we made so far. I do feel like I might actually be ready to start doing stuff in Unreal next week. And then we'll just have to struggle with like, shit, how do I do this again? But we'll get there. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we've made a little bit of progress. We've been scoping out games that have cool features that we like or don't like. It's important to know what you don't like as well. Already had this from before. I still need to fill this one out a bit more, but it's also not super urgent because this is visual stuff. This has just helped me paint the mental picture. Then we have this, which we made a bit of progress on. But yeah, I think next week we'll start working on this. Like, we'll probably create these, but then actually start working in, like, the character. And if we get far enough, maybe we can make a human that can be possessed. Maybe. Big maybe. Because I am going to be rusty as shit in C++. Yeah, I think I've kind of run out of things that I think I can do, and also my head is feeling better, but it's not feeling great, and it is getting late. So I think I might wrap it up here for today. Just ask AI to code it all. No, no, I'd rather suffer. I would much rather suffer, because I know at the end of it, I will have learned something. And I can say that this is my creation. Mine, all mine. I am greedy. I want it all to myself. I don't want to share credit with AI. Pfft, gross. Gross. Thank you, Cog. Thank you. Well, I mean, okay, the assets are not going to be mine, but they do come with a license where I'm allowed to use them. Of course, I would give them credit. Um, I don't remember all of it, but. And maybe I should get someone to just double check, but yeah. Like, I cannot sell the assets as standalone items, but I can put them in my game. As long as my game does not have NFT space on these assets, which not planning on it. You would have learned it, you should have used AI. No. No. Oh god, yeah, imagine having to fix AI code too. Yeah, apparently people this might be just I don't know. Old. But I haven't feel like I haven't heard of NFTs in so long. And yeah, exactly. They're gonna get credit, of course they would. Even if they didn't require it, I still would. I was gonna say, is there like a mention? It might be in here. No, wait, not in usage. And yeah, they also have one for the free assets, but this is paid, of course. Mm. And I think it said it was 5 seats, but like I'm solo Devon, so it's fine. I can access, adapt, and modify them. But yeah, there you go. Incorporate assets into products and into promotional materials such as graphics, videos, or print media for those products, provided that such incorporation does not involve the resale, redistribution, or commercial exploitation of the assets as standalone items, which I would not do. Publish, distribute, transmit, broadcast, communicate, show, and play the assets as incorporated into products and promotional materials for those products. Yeah, I don't see anywhere like what to put in the credits, but obviously they would get credit. But it boils down to yes, I can buy this, and yes, I can use them in my game. Star, congrats on bingo! And that is true. Fupi is very right, actually. Some AI is great. Generative AI is not correct. But yeah, it says like you need a special thing if you're a bigger studio. But I know like because this is where I discovered them first on Fab. So I know if I go to Fab and if we find their stuff, like you can go to most of their things. Like here's the character pack, but on Fab. So you can see that there's different licenses. There's a personal for an individual creator or a small team with not more than 100K of revenue or funding in the last 12 months. And then there's professional, which, yeah, price goes up. But also, my god, this is the default price. But I can currently get it for, I might have to. There's obviously no sale on this page. Star is what they call about. Star is just OP. Also, yeah, that is a lot of that. That is a lot of that. But yeah, I'll probably buy it from their website because I have made an account for the website, and that also means that you can kind of. I mean, you can kind of download multiple versions of it anyway, but I don't know. It just feels better to get it from their website. You archived so much shit in 4 years of humble bundles and free for the month, so ooh, good to know. Good to know because even though I found my character pack, there is definitely going to be holes. And stuff that I might need assets for. So duly noted. Thank you, Cog. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Not the longest stream, but I think streams in general are probably gonna be a bit shorter now that I'm working full time and commuting again. That has taken out a lot of time, but we will be continuing with this next Monday. And we will be back here on stream on Wednesday, not with game dev, but I will be playing a game that I got offered a key for because Raw Fury invited me to their partner program on Lurkit, or the creator program on Lurkit, which means that I can now get Raw Fury games. And Routine was a game that intrigued me when it came out, so we're gonna be playing that because they got me a key for it. If there's no attribution sampler from them, then you just come up with your own generic attribution disclaimer. Yeah, I figured as much, Eek. Because obviously, I would put them in my credits, regardless of whether that was a requirement or not. And I know, right? Imagine playing games. I know. I should low-key make contacts over at Raw Fury. What if I have them? What if I have them? What if I do know someone who works at Raw Fury? Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. We'll find someone to rate. Let's have a look at who's live. And yeah, while I do look for a raid target, I do want to remind y'all that you are valuable and that you matter. Because not enough people get to hear that. And it's true, and it's important you remember that. So, here it is. And yes, that applies to you. And I'll harass your DMs nicely in like 6 months' time. Noted. I will be ready. Ooh. Who could we raid tonight? We could raid. So it's been a bit since we did our last game dev streams. I don't remember which game dev we raided last. However, there is a fellow game dev working on Unreal who's currently finishing up character customization, and then he might just be done with his game. So how about we say hi to Warka? Because if you're hanging out here, you're probably like Friend Slop, and if you like Friend Slop, you might like Warka stuff. So let's go say hi. Let's go raid. Let's hear about his game and how it's going. And yeah. I know, right? Stevie's introduced me to all the cool people. It is a Stevie friend. Correct. Correct. But yeah, let's show him some love. Let's see how his game is getting on. And maybe he'll give us a quick showcase. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Good night, boy.